You are a yummy, crunchy chocolate bar waiting for me in the fridge. And if you are holding any crypto altcoin, baby dolls, you should not be selling whatsoever. I've even got it written here for you. You shouldn't be selling a single altcoin down here unless it exists on Soylana chain. Yes, Soylana chain. Sorry, friends, I'm just being honest. Man, they got some deep, dirty Jeeters over there. You see, look, there are some quality projects on Soylana, okay? The problem, though, is I've seen this play out so many times. The good projects, they smell like a stinky, smelly poo bum piece of poop because they are also in the sewer with the poop coins, okay? So the good coins, they become smelly. Stinky, very stinky, friends. You know, you got to change your diaper. And it just drags everything down. And here's the thing. With the Soylana activity makeup, man, I don't trust them, dude. I don't trust them. I don't care who you are. I don't care that there's 1 million daily users. I've been watching you guys for 5 months. Friends, they literally, when a coin starts to go down, they literally just go make a new coin without any hesitation. Okay? Like, look at Joe Biden, for example. Oh, ya haram. Oh my gosh, bro. They're still selling this thing. You're down 91%. Bro, you took over the crypto industry. Friends, Joe Biden coin, that was like one of the starters of Politify. It was one of the spears of the political finance, the meme sector. Can you believe that? If you go to CoinGecko and just type in Politify, friends, see Politify. Let's actually have a look here. So if you look at this sector, you can see, oh my gosh, Constitution down. Bro, how the hell are you still around? Oh my gosh, is this some sort of, is MAGA Trump up here, the MAGA hat as well. See, Joe Biden, bro, what is going on here? You know, but it is what it is. We understand it. But I'm just helping you see, look, I'm just here for observations, friends. Oh, man, that hurts. You guys were meant to be the chosen ones. You guys started it. Oh, man. Now, here's the thing. Everybody in Soylana land, they're a bunch of Jeeters, friends. They're a bunch of Jeeters. Okay, friends, they're literally... Have you guys ever had a friend where they say they're in for stuff and then when you're like, hey, you still coming to that thing? Oh, no, something came up. They just like literally, they'll ghost you. They won't reply. They'll say they're in and then, you know, their missus says like, no, you're not allowed to go there. So then they just shut up, but they're too scared to tell everyone. Yeah. That's what the Soylana people are like, man. You just like that every single time. We're going to hold forever. Down 40%. Oh, I'm out. Now, funny, it happens everywhere in crypto. But man, there's the personalities of different altcoin holders within like Arbitrum, Optimism, even Beancat Land, PulseChain for sure. These other chains, friends, they don't have this level of cheating. So... everything is in a discount zone, friends. Everything everywhere else is in a discount zone. Scoop it up. I've told you thousands of times. Get 50 to 70%. Jump in. You know, friends, a lot of you guys ask me about different coins. Like, what about Mojo? What about all these others? Look, when it comes to these, feel free to DCA, BitBoys coin, Tangang coins. There's just so many. There are so many. Okay, I don't know, bro. I don't know. My brothers and sisters, friends, you don't know either. Like, you've seen it now. Like, man, it seems like there's just so many slot machines. I don't know which one's going to hit. I know. Just sprinkle it around. You see cheap stuff, you buy. Even if it's just a tiny micro bullet, just get something. Just get something. You go, okay, I'm throwing it in. And if you in the process of DCAing, it's okay if you want to hold it off because there's other blue chip stuff that are also on discount, okay? So I'm going to play some nice Gentle Angel music just because I've got to remind everyone, yeah, man, you can buy more. But look, I'm very aware of all of our situations here. I already know 99% of people, they are already deployed. And you ran out of bullets a long time ago. I know, this is just, you got to wait. But look, man, in crypto, when the life-changing gains part starts happening, it's better that you were early rather than miss it. And it's also true that the longer you hold with me, hold on to your nuts, your ovaries, okay, maybe you got both. The longer we hold on to that, the more you get conviction in your heart. Some people say heart. And you get to like feel out in a very non-sexual way. You get to feel where you think a fair value is. You get to look at, okay, what's the leader of this coin, you know? You might say, oh, that sounds a bit simple. Yeah, but when a coin flashes up 3x, friends, you'd be surprised the amount of people that just click out. They just get the hell out. They have no idea what they've been holding the whole time. And all my talking points and everyone else's talking points where they're like really rational and they're maybe they figured out, you know, hey, these things should go higher. A lot of those just got thrown out the door. And these people just jeet themselves out of a retirement pretty much, okay? Now, I'm not making any promises of retirement. It's crypto, man. We can go down to zero, you understand? But it is what it is. Now, friends, we have a strategy, which is actually the best strategy. It's all we got left now. It's called praying and hoping, okay? You got to do them both together. And I'm not joking, right? The 4-year cycle, it is repeating exactly the same. And we can once again have a look at the others BTC ratio, which we have right here. And yeah, I mean, we're due to start friendship around in August. Okay, but you can actually look at it right now. You see these blue, the light blue line as well. The friendship really started moving around August, but by September, definitely done. And then this is the lighter line, the yellow line, the gray line, it looks like. This was DeFi 2020. Okay, so yeah, maybe 2 months. They call it, you know, the bizarre. Raoul Pal calls it, you know, the banana zone. I know. I hope you've been looking after your own banana zones, if you know what I mean. So it's due to come soon. And I know, man, it sounds spooky. It sounds crazy. That's all we have, man. That's all we're looking at, friends. This is literally, we're just soaking up these memes. Just like, please, sir, please, I need more memes to laugh. I know. That's what we're here. I'm making them for you, friends. Man, you know, just think about this, by the way. Think about the 500 old coins from the past cycle, 2017, 2021. When you look at their logo, friends, you feel nothing, okay? But I just visibly, I laughed on camera to this picture, this little autistic bowl haircut Peppy. I'm telling you, if you're trading attention, you're trading stuff like that. Okay, you're looking at stuff like that. Remember MAGA hat, friends? It went up like 100x or like 80x or something. I looked at the video. I was like, man, this thing's making me laugh. It's just like a giant MAGA hat. So I'm just telling you, we're trading attention. You know, and of course, I made my video the other day. If you want to be a smarty pants, you think you're a genius, you want to buy the profitable protocols. Yeah, I mean, good luck, bro. I got them here for you. What, you think you're a genius? Yeah, come buy the most profitable protocols. Lido DAO, you're going to get wrecked. Ethereum, too slow. Uniswap, you'll get wrecked. Aave, you get wrecked. Radium, Jeet. I mean, bro, the coin application, the coin is called Jeet, and it's on Soylana. Jeet. It's got Jeet in the name. See this? Make a DAO, you're going to get wrecked. Pump.fund, you can't even participate. It's just the team making all the money. They give nothing to you. PancakeSwap, going to get wrecked. Yeah, I mean, just because you're profitable protocol doesn't mean your token goes up. I know, man, it's crazy. But look what a unicorn was able to do in crypto, friends. This is Ethereum. After its first year of launch, Ethereum was onside 37x for day one participants. From 31 cents to $11.40. The day one launch buyer at the high price of $3 was even onside 3.8x. So that's 1 year after launch. You see that? Here's the Ethereum ICO price up to here, bang. Yeah, man, when you reference this, a lot of people always in the channels, they're talking about PulseChain straight away because they're like, oh, man, that's what we're meant to be at. We're meant to be like, oh, well, after 1 year after launch, day one people are onside 37x, and now you're down 60%. Wow, that's like a 74 factor difference. That almost means like Ethereum is 100 times better. It's like 74 times better so far. I know, man, but that's a unicorn. That's your first mover advantage. Like you actually have innovation. When you're copy pasting stuff, you're playing a different game here. Your game is bull market leverage. And by the way, sometimes when I say that, people get really offended. But dude, I'm just describing the chart for you. Okay. Did you notice that during the bear market, Ethereum went up in 2016? It was still a bear market. But do you want to know when the Bitcoin halving was? It was here. Let me draw a vertical line. Look at this. Bitcoin halving. There you go. Okay. Ethereum, when the Bitcoin halving came, you were onside 37 times your money. So Ethereum rallied in a bear market. It's a unicorn, man. It's a unicorn. Okay? When it first moved, that's the difference. You just gotta understand this. You know, it's funny. Whenever I say stuff like this, people think, oh, bearish, let me go sell all the other altcoins. Let me go sell PulseChain and stuff. No, you just don't get it, man. The bear market is done. we're in a bull market now. You want to own the bull market leverage. That's it. Okay. But think twice about what you hold in the next bear market. Think about the weight of your portfolio in the next bear market. That's what I'm asking you to do. Okay. Clearly, Bitcoin and Ethereum, they hold their own weight. Clearly, you want some stable coins. Not because you love stable coins, but because you don't trust how paper hand GT these people are. Oh, friends, you know, I just had an epiphany right now on camera live for you. Look at the freaking Jeets in Soylana. You think you can rely on them in the next bear market? No freaking chance. You click sell on them and you don't even look back. Don't look back. They'll be doing way, way, way worse, okay? But they're not, you know, we haven't fully fleshed it out yet. And by the way, friends, I know it's controversial to say this, but if you're in Soylana, how are you even guaranteed that you are going to be making gains in your Sol ETH ratio? You know what I mean? How are you even guaranteed that when we've even seen in the 2016 cycle and 2020, stuff that moved up, it didn't necessarily have to keep continuing. Okay, stuff that moved up in the Bitcoin halving year. By the way, this is a Sol ETH ratio, just so you can see. Here it is right now, okay? Want to know something interesting? If you go to 2016, back in this cycle for Ethereum, this is Ethereum, friends, okay? This is huge. Look what that did, by the way. See that move? That is a 4x above that. Now, that's Ethereum. What I'm just showing you was the ETH BTC ratio. So in the final bull market, in what we had was the biggest, most amazing altcoin season of all time, crypto-wide industry. You couldn't lose money. You could not lose money. I was never a part of this, but I went and checked all the charts. Everything did 100x. And they gave so many of the coins out to the public. That's why. They gave 40% of the coins out to the public. To get them, you got to be meme coins now, but there's a lot of meme coin scams. Okay, they don't even go up. But the ones that, not all of them go up. Some of them do. And if you can find the strong ones, you do very, very well. Of course, we know that. But look at this, man. Only like a 4x above, and then look at round trips anyway. See that? It round trips. Look how many longer? 7 years later from that point. 1,400 days. So even if Soylana is going to repeat Ethereum, which it's not. You know why? Why? Soylana's now in cycle number 2. Okay? Soylana's now in cycle number 2, friends. Look, it kind of already went up here, but that would show you that this Sol ETH goes up to this price, okay, which is about up here. It goes up here. That's if it did this, friends. It goes up to that point, but then see how it's 2025. If it repeats, literally, what's 7 years later? Oh my gosh, friends, in 2030, it's still the same Sol ETH ratio. Because, and a lot of people say, no, ludicrous, dude. Ethereum, like the actual Ethereum, Lord Vitalik's creation, in its first freaking cycle, it is still round-tripped 7 years later against Bitcoin. Okay, like I just showed you right now. So can you make the case to me that you have a better Ethereum? Like an actual, and not when you say, yeah, maybe they're better, faster and stuff. No. Ethereum used to not exist. It was zero. Then it did exist. The 0 to 1 of not existing and then Ethereum existing was such an amazing volcanic eruption, fireworks, rocket launcher, basically moonshot existence for crypto and product market fit, and the fact that it's a tech unicorn. It was so amazing, right? That's what you get with all when it comes to the pricing. That's why you get to see the chart do what it did right here. Okay, that's why you get to see this huge chart, bang, 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 all this move up. Okay, but still, look at that. It's still round tripped all that time. Look at that. Still, that's crazy, right? 5-6 years later. So I'm just showing you how tough it is, man, to actually be a unicorn, friends. It is tough, but I want you to know what you're playing up against. Okay, that's like amazing stuff. Everything else is like bull market leverage, and that's okay, man. Friends, it's not bad. I'm just telling you, yeah, you're not going to get your 4,000x, man. Good luck. You're not getting it. Your investment's too high. That's it. There are too many people with too much bigger bag sizes, and it is what it is. That's okay. But maybe you don't need a 4,000x to retire, friends. Maybe you don't. What if you just have 6 months invested? Okay, and then you get like a 20x. You get 10 years worth of income, dude. Imagine you have 6 months of living expenses invested. You know what I mean? You can win. Okay, so Ethereum, the tech unicorn, insane. It went up from its day one launch 15,600x. 15,600x. That is back to the high of 4,850. That's amazing, man. All right, and the first cycle was 5,400x. And as you can get to see, right, it's copy pasted a lot. I also have this final mention, friends. So I just want to help everyone in the community. And if you're a PulseChain sacrifice project, I just want to tell you something. I mentioned this before, but like I don't have big weights or anything in the PulseChain sacrifice project. I think I have all of them. Yeah, but I basically just bought them like, hey, they're cheap and stuff here and there, but I don't like really put too much time and attention to them because they're just the DeFi coins from Ethereum, which are getting dumped on, which Aave, Uni, Chainlink, they're all getting dumped on that DeFi related stuff. They're just on PulseChain, okay? Now, obviously, the good part is they have more leverage, but it's tough, man. It's tough. There's a lot of bag holders because they raised all their money in the euphoria of 2021. Very nasty. Now, what I'm doing is I'm just helping these projects just to consider something. Because friends, Richard Hart is not going to come and tell you this, but I'm like just helping logically draw this out. So I'm just theoretically, okay, I'm not talking about any project in particular. I'm just saying if I had a sacrifice project and I raised a lot of money in excitement in 2021 and I raised money off a community and now the community wants to kill me, which obviously rightfully so, they're all down like 90% plus, right? What would I be doing? What would your friends on me be doing? Okay, firstly, I'd have my back straight, okay? Nothing can be done until that is sorted, okay? Firstly, straight posture. But secondly, what I'd do is I would take their sacrifice money of the community that sacrificed to me. I would then buy 1/3 in Pulse, PulseX, pHEX, okay? Obviously, if you really want, throw in pHEX, but now you're more in gambling mode. You're more in like, hey, that's Somi trade stuff. No. Like, you have evidence on chain. Richard Hart, the guy do corazon, he has already purchased Pulse, PulseX, pHEX, and he's purchased Ink. But what you can do with them, you can just farm them all and farm Ink. Now, here's the thing. I will deploy all the money into them, and then I would wait. Because what you're waiting for is the Ethereum ETF will drive up Ethereum's price. Hopefully, please. Ethereum ETF goes up. So the Wall Street is buying your Ethereum bags. Richard owns the Ethereum bags, right? He's going to rotate that ETH into the bucket of PulseChain, and he's probably going to buy Pulse, PulseX, pHEX. But even if he just buys Pulse, which he won't, but even if he just did that, they all go up anyway, because they're going to be like leverage on it. Okay, so if you are a sacrifice project, because you own Pulse and PulseX and pHEX, what you'd have to do is, after he rotates the big first chunk later on, rotate your core coins, Pulse, PulseX, and pHEX, rotate them back into your sacrifice project coins. That's what I would do. That's like everybody's payment for believing and holding so long. And it is what it is. Now, you would also, in like, your war room, not the circle jerk Andrew Tate, like the homoerotic war room where everyone's got their shirts off. Not that war room. Your war room's got like coconut bra babes and like girls doing the hula hoop and just like strippers on the pole and stuff. That's your war room, okay? But in your war room, when you talk to everybody, maybe they got advisors or, other people who are like in the know and the devs and stuff. You just have to be strong and say, look, I'm doing this. And wherever the price lands at the end, that's it. That's the market. Okay? That's it. Everyone has to accept it. And I don't blame you because, man, you've had everybody wanting to kill you for like 3 years. I don't blame you. It is what it is, man. Markets are tough, friends. Markets are tough. So that's what I would do. Okay? So you basically, and here's the thing, right? I've even mentioned here, you can read it with me here. So read this part, right? That's right here. So when Richard Hart has spent 50,000 ETH out of 150,000, I would go to each PLSX, and pHEX position and sell 33% of each position and then rotate them into my sacrifice project point. So I would just be matching Richard Hart's rotation. That's it. So if Richard has deployed 1/3 of the ETH, I would deploy 1/3 of my PulseChain and pHEX into my coin. And whatever boom and bust cycle it has, it is what it is. Okay, now you have to decide, do you want to do it in parts or increments? Who cares about that part? The idea is that what you're doing is you're getting leverage upon leverage upon leverage, and that's pretty much it. Now, so if you're wondering, right, like why even do this? Well, do you want to know what the alternative is, friends? I'll just be honest with you, because remember, I care about the people. I don't want you to walk away from crypto with your friends and family with broken family relationships because you trusted the fat dude twerking in a top hat, all right, telling you that it was going to be a better Bitcoin, it was going to be a better Ethereum, it was going to be a better Uniswap and all these, and then everybody's still ravaged. And then so what you did was you then put into the projects on there. Okay, so I don't want your friends and family to like just be walking away like, oh, well, all of crypto is a scam. Because guess what? Most of crypto is a scam. But there's still a way for this thing to work out and win, okay? Now, the alternative. So you go, okay, if people say, I don't want to do that, what would the alternative be? Okay, well, a more conservative alternative would be you just buy ETH, and you get to buy more ETH as a ratio than Richard Hart. You're buying cheaper than him. Richard bought at almost $4,000, like $3,950 or whatever. So you can buy it at like, what, $3,400 right now. So you're getting like, 20% cheaper than him. Okay? So you could do that. But then your gains aren't as juicy. You know what I mean? I would get the leverage. That's one thing. The leverage is buying PulseChain and pHEX. That's what and you could also farm ink. Farm ink the whole way. And when you come to do it, dump it and start doing it in, okay? Okay, that's a safer, lower level risk. But what about the real alternative of not doing this at all? Where the treasury sits? Well, friends, just to let you know, it would be, look, I'm not going to make any accusations. I'm just telling you, they do this on Ethereum already. Okay? It's not Ethereum's fault, of course. It's just we've seen it happen before. There are projects today, they siphon out of the treasury slowly. So their whole plan is they have a kitty of money and they have like a 5-year plan to just drain out the treasury, slowly paying themselves salary. And then at the very, very end, they make a vote when they're like, oh, let's just disband it and pay everyone their money. Here's the problem though. The problem is by the time they disband it, they've paid everybody's salaries for like 5 to 6 years and they've taken like 90% of the money. So now there's only 10% left. All right. And so, yeah, the top 5, the top 10 guys on top, they've been getting a salary for 5 to 10 years to pay them passive income, and the community gets ravaged at the end. Very sad. So that's the alternative if nothing gets done. Now, of course, you might say, wait a minute, what if they build something great? I have a bridge to sell you, my friend, because do you want to know the odds of making a freaking tech unicorn in crypto is, let alone the world? Oh my gosh. They are so low. It's not even funny. Okay. We actually haven't even seen pretty much anything unique on PulseChain besides maybe a bit of like, Icosa Hedron, friends, and Dipcatcher's ID stuff. They're actually really unique. They're like really unique. Everything else, copy paste from Ethereum land. All right. And yeah, look at the prices of all these. Are there any unicorn return prices? So you can make really cool stuff. Doesn't mean that the market holds on to those tokens. That's the tough part. Okay. So, yeah, so that would be alternative. The alternative would be, okay, they have a treasury, millions of dollars, whatever it is. Okay. Go find the unicorn tech maker out there in the world. One, who you can pay enough to bring onto PulseChain, and two, who can make an application that links to a token that goes up. I'll tell you right now, bet against that guy every time. Bet against him every time. Because 999 times out of 1,000, you're going to be right. 1 in 1,000 times, okay, you're betting against the next Hayden Adams, the next Uniswap founder, the next Chainlink Oracle thing, the next Vitalik. All right, sweet. But the chances of finding them are just, they're so small, to be honest. Also, I've got some extra bonus notes as well. For everyone else, it's important to consider that Sacrifice Project insiders can always front run their fund rotation by just leaving their limit orders in the market and buying into themselves. So yeah, I'm as well, because I love you and appreciate you, everyone. I'm also preparing you that this could be exploited by them. And how will they do that? Okay. How they could do that, anybody who does this with any project, is they have limit orders with their real accounts to exit along the way. And so what they do is, remember, they have like all these accounts where they have limit orders there to sell up the line, and then they get the funds and they start rotating it in. So the prices are going up and it's filling their accounts. So they're selling. They're buying into themselves. So here's the community pool. They're rotating it in, but the price is going up and they're just rotating that back to their ones with limit orders. Here's the thing though. Luckily, we have public, transparent chains. That's the whole, the whole miracle of crypto. It's public ledger. You can sell on chain with them. So you can cash out alongside them. So if they try to do this, like for example, friends, I guarantee there's going to be one of these projects that do this, and you're just going to see like a $1.5 million resting order. And you're like, oh, golly gee, I can't figure who that out is. You know what I mean? Like, you just know they're just going to buy into that. So if you look at it on chain, I'm sure people would report it. People would front run it, because I just don't want anybody to get exploited, because I want you to know, I don't want everyone to get excited if they do this strategy and they do that. And by the way, it's not even, remember, it's not your friend Sami's strategy. I'm just like, yeah, I've told you to do it, but I'm just telling you, I'm just letting you know. Look, Richard Hart has 200,000 people with a pitchfork who basically want to take him out now because they're like, price is down. You know, it's pretty much it. It's how everyone feels. You got like, 7 loyalists where they're like, the price isn't down 99%. No, it's not down at all. You know what I mean? Those people, they're crazy people. You know what I mean? Like, you can't take them seriously at all. They're just, you know what I mean? There's no, come on, bro. You can't tell me it's going to be summer every day of a year. You know what I mean? Like, eventually winter comes. You know what I mean? You're going to have to put on a jacket. It gets cold. So, when it comes to that, it's important to know. So even though Richard's got a lot of angry people, think about the strategy he's chosen to hit a home run back. Okay, it's FOMO buy ETH, rotate it in once the ETH goes up on the ETH tip. You know what I mean? His strategy isn't, let me go poach the best Ethereum devs. That wasn't his strategy. His strategy isn't, let me buy stable coins and hold the yield and rotate the yield in slowly. All right? His strategy wasn't even, let me go buy Bitcoin. Okay? So there's all these options he had. And by the way, his strategy wasn't even, let me buy the coins today. Let me buy pHEX and Pulse and PulseChain with the money today. Let me deploy all the capital. No. Just think about that. He's looked at every single thing and he's like, all right, the best strategy I can think of, which optimizes for the biggest pump value creation, is front running the Ethereum ETF buyers. So he's in Ethereum and get the ETF buyers, rotates out, pumps everything up. See you later. Okay, now there might be some scheme to try and lock on everyone up. There might be another smart contract weird thing where to get the money we have to lock up tokens. He might do something like that. You never know, friends. How can? Because the government can't control that. No one can. But I'm just telling you, that's where his mindset is geared. Don't forget, friends, he didn't go around on a developer hiring spree. You know what I mean? We have geniuses and great people like, Brett Episode, you know what I mean? Other great devs. But just think about it, right? It's because, man, it's too hard to make a unicorn, friends. Like, it's 1 in 1,000 chance, man. All right? So, yeah, what I've just helped you identify is that's his way to get out. But yeah, this thing can be exploited by people dumping. By the way, it is possible. I'm not joking. I don't care if anyone gets upset. It is possible. Richard has limit orders, like single side V3 orders on his accounts. And then when he buys with the ETH, he is rotating like the ETH back. It's possible into his own wallets. So he could deploy 150,000 ETH, but he could have up the line 50,000 ETH sell orders on all of his accounts. So he deploys 150,000 ETH, but he's getting back 50,000. Okay, and then 100,000 is going to the rest of the community. That is possible. Right? That's very, very possible. You just don't know unless anybody checks your chain and stuff. It is what it is. But I'm just helping you identify your mind. The beautiful part is, right, no matter what it is, the whole chain's bullish. The idea is to be long. But I'm just helping you. If you're part of these PulseChain sacrifice projects, I don't know, just consider it. Because here's the thing. Okay, let's do this analysis. What's your downside? Okay, your downside is it all goes to zero. Well, we all go to zero anyway. Okay, if this doesn't, if PulseChain goes to zero and gets fully abandoned by him, okay, everything went to zero. You know what I mean? You can always fall back on that. But what's the upside? The upside is that you get turbo leverage on ETH. Okay, that's pretty much the big part of it. However, there's also another issue, friends. How much of their sacrifice money is remaining? I don't know. They all went to anonymous accounts. They all went to exchanges. It's all disappeared. How much of their salaries have been paying right now? I don't know. You know, some of these projects, let's say they raised like, you know, $5 million. Yeah, God knows how much they have left. I don't know, but I'm just telling you, if you're a sacrifice project, I don't know, maybe give back to something to the community like that. And then maybe their plan, maybe they've already done something like this, who knows? But ultimately, then they still have to wait. And yeah, you guys are going to have to decide, do you even want to tell people you're doing this? It's another thing. I think, personally, shut your mouth. Just me. Because, just shut your mouth. I think it's better. Don't tell them anything. Okay, don't tell them anything. If people see stuff on chain, things moving, yeah, just don't comment on them. Don't comment. Because the last thing you want is to compromise those unfortunate victims who are still deeply, deeply offside from that, from long ago, okay? See, obviously, friends, what would I want to be told? Me, your friend Sonny, if you're doing it, I would love messages from you. Hey, we're going to start doing this. Then I start buying. But then I'm front running your community. Okay, now, yeah, I make money on paper, but I don't feel good because I'm basically, yeah, I'm literally front running their disastrous decisions from 3 years ago. Just like everybody buying pHEX now, pHEX, PulseX, you're buying below day one sec. So it is what it is. But then again, maybe Richard Hart likes people front running because it moves up the price bigger. It gets more volume in there. So that's something you have to weigh up. So that's on you though. You guys can research what you want to do. Do you want to have like no expectations? You know, Binance do that. Go check the BNB coin. Makes new highs against BTC and ETH. It's just amazing. No expectations, right? We're not stupid. We know what they're doing. Look, have you ever met a BNB maxi in your life, by the way? Where's a BNB altcoin community? There's none out there. Obviously, we know what's happening. Binance Exchange is rotating profits, no expectations. But the only thing we do have expectations is, of course, our friendship. Make sure you like, subscribe, tell mum and dad you love them. Catch you soon.